Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now.
Hope you don't wanna miss this phone call for you, Chris. But if you do, I understand, 'cause I know you're a busy man. Maybe it's just your scheme to answer the phone on a live stream. Call for a really fine fellow, Chris Pirillo, get your phone. It's a call for a really fine fellow, Chris Pirillo, get your phone.
And I've been playing that ringtone all day, so my battery's about dead. Yes, I realized I could have plugged it into my laptop. But let's say I decided to go out and about. I would need some kind of way to charge my battery. I do have a car charger, but it's not really practical to stay in the car until my phone charges to full capacity. I've mentioned other external battery packs in the past, and because of that, I was recently approached by these folks, well, at least the folks who make iPower, IPWR. It's a backup battery that is compatible with just about every iPod out there. iPhone 3G, iPod-touch, iPod Classic, iPod Nano, the 5th generation iPod as well. I guess it doesn't support the iPod Shuffle. Then again, what does? Comes with just about everything you need, including the USB cable to charge her up. And its profile is relatively small. It has a cap, which I can't say I was all that excited about because it's a piece that could very quickly and easily get lost. I would have appreciated if that had some kind of maybe a plastic tether to it so that it would just stay somewhere near the device, or maybe if I could clip it on to the back part of the external battery pack when I was charging it. Simply clips on and stays connected in theory, except it doesn't when you have a case like I do. See, it inevitably will fall out. That's a pretty big shortcoming for a battery. And it's not really practical to remove your case every time you want to charge your iPhone or iPod. The unique thing about the iPower or IPWR, and by the way, if you want a discount on it in case you don't have a case, or if you like what this has to offer, as I get into the details and what separates it from the pack of iPhone battery packs, go.tagjag.com/IPWR will get you the lowest price that we can find for the iPower IPWR. The most unique thing about IPWR is that it has an on-off switch. That is pretty important. If you, say, charged up IPWR and to its fullest capacity, you've got it sitting in your pocket, you don't want it losing juice. You only need it to charge when you need it to charge. So when it's not charging, turn it off so that it doesn't lose any juice. It's got a nice little on-off switch. It also has the USB connection, although one engineering potential oversight here was that they placed the USB connector, or at least the port for it, on the same side as the connector for the iPod, meaning you can't charge through. So you're really only reliant on the juice that's in the iPower or IPWR. I'm not exactly sure how they want me to say it, but I'm going to say iPower because it's pretty much what it is. Although it's spelled IPWR. I've got to say it like 43 times, I'm sure, because someone inevitably will say, how do you spell it? I know. There's going to be some pancake in the YouTube comments thread who's going to say, how do you spell it? I don't understand how you spell it. How do you spell it? Inevitably, I'll spell it 50 million times in the video, and someone's going to ask how you spell it. So, if you're looking for an external battery for the iPhone, look no further if you want one with an on-off switch. It's the only one that I know of that has an on-off switch. And there are a few of them out there that can charge your iPod for you. But the on-off switch, I think, could be very helpful if you don't want to lose the juice that you've stored up. It's about $50 at this point in time. Pretty competitive with other iPhone batteries. And I'm very... when I say external battery for the iPhone, yes, you could go in and replace the battery inside the iPhone. It's not very practical, so you got to go with the battery packs. I'm looking here on the box, and it's about 1.6 ounces, and it will charge the iPhone from death. It's 1,800 milliamp hours, so you basically have the highest capacity external battery. It's I would say, as far as the full charge external battery packs that I've used or seen before, In terms of the ones that clip onto the bottom, it is pretty small. And when it's in there, it is solid. When, of course, you're not using a case. If you are using a case, you may want to wait for the next version of iPWR. However, as I said, not all is lost. I think it's very nice to have that on-off switch. So I will be using this. I will be carrying it around with me, just in case, because you never know when you're going to need this. I've reviewed a handful of batteries for the iPhone and iPods, and this, I would certainly keep this around. I would. That's just me. And you know what? I'm going to keep it in the off position until I need it. Yes, me gusta tambien. My email address is chris@pirillo.com. Maybe you've got an opinion about the iPWR or iPower. Go.tagjag.com/IPWRs, where you can get your own iPower external battery for the iPhone or iPod. At least the ones that I happen to list that were shown here on the box for the iPower. iPower? Maybe that's it. Maybe they want me to say iPower backup battery for iPhone and iPod. I'm just saying. You're welcome to stop by geeks.pirillo.com in case you have other advice you'd like to pass along to the rest of the community. You can feel free to embed your YouTube videos there as well. And you're also welcome to stop by the chat room. We're typically talking tech, hardware, software, anything related to something that happens to be geeky in nature. You know what I'm talking about? Well, if you don't, then you might want to stop by the chat room. We're streaming this video out live 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at live.pirillo.com. We'll see you later.